So today is the last home game of the season. We've got Newport County, but it's also the last German Gills video of this season because, unfortunately, the movement of the fixture for Salford to Monday means that I cannot do the video because I'll be working. It's not a public holiday here in Germany, so this will be the last one of the season. Well, the German Gills show of the season. There might be a couple more videos just after, so keep a lookout for those. The German Gills YouTube channel has a subscription service where you can sign up to the 1890 free club. This will give you some extra little perks that you can find out by clicking the join button, which should be underneath this video. If you'd like to support the channel in a more traditional way, you could do so through Buy Me a Coffee. The link to that is in the description. And if you leave a message down there when you donate, I will read it out in the next videos. And if you'd like to contact the show, you could do so using the German Gills WhatsApp. The link that's in the description. Any message you send, whatever it may be, I will reply to it. Away fans also welcome, but it's also the way in which you could be part of the German Gills fan zone. So if you leave a message or a voice note there, I will get back to you. Welcome to German Gills. Gills play their final home match of the campaign against an informed Newport County side. Your German Gills show will bring your live match reaction today from your host, Reese. It's the last match of the season. Will Luke go out of a bang predicting the starting 11 today? Adam Wesgate will be reported to see if Gillingham can send the fans home happy for the final game of this season at Priestfield Stadium. Schön, dass du da bist und los geht's, Gills! Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham play Newport County for their final home match of the season. We did at one point think this might be our last home match of our EFL status, but luckily for us, this game has no meaning. We are both safe, so we can go into it all relaxed and hopefully have a good game of football. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of today's game. Thank you very much for stopping by on this German Gills show. And if you'd like to support our socials and follow them, you can do so on Twitter, which is on Deutsche Gills, and of course we're on Instagram, which is German Gills. If you would like to go straight to the live match reaction, use the chat that's at the bottom of the video to navigate around. So it's the last German Gills show of this season. Let's see if Luke can go out with a bang with 11 out of 11 in his predictions against Newport County.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Luke's 11. The final home game of the season is here as we welcome Newport to a jam-packed Priestfield. This season could have ended very differently for the Gills, and I'm sure at full time today we can celebrate an incredible second half of the season and look forward to what will come at Priestfield in the 23-24 season. The visitors aren't in bad form themselves. The last 10 games, winning 4, drawing 3 and losing the remainder. However, as we've said many times this year at home, the Gills are a completely different beast. And I expect us to pick up all 3 points today. So let's get to it. After signing a new contract until the 23-24 season, the Cat Glenn Morris in goal, Jay Alexander to continue at right back, Max Zamer and Connor Masterson to continue as the centre-back pair, with Robbie McKenzie at left-back. In midfield, after a standout performance against Bradford last week, Ethan Coleman to partner Tim Dieng, with Alex McDonald and Dom Jeffries to finalise the midfield. Up front, after scoring a last-minute equaliser, I feel that Oliver Hawkins will feature alongside Tom Nichols. I'd like to see Neil give some of the fringe players an opportunity today in the second half, with the likes of Jayden Clark and Josh Chambers to get some well-earned minutes. A score prediction from me today, 2-1 win, Los gets Gills.
And of course, it wouldn't be a German Gills show without our correspondent, Adam Wesgate. He's going to be at Priestfield this afternoon, and here are his thoughts for our match-up against Newport this afternoon.
Thanks, Reese, and it's a very good and sunny afternoon here at Priestfield. We've got a party atmosphere going. We've literally got queues going around the corner just behind me. And how often can you say that for essentially a nothing game at the end of the season with what's been a really bizarre season? You know, the first half, I don't think we'll discuss that often, but the second half, it's been fantastic. Everybody's looking forward to next season, really. Hopefully we can get a good result today, and we've got the same team that we started against Bradford and have generally been starting since Hawkins been injured. I'm a little bit surprised he's not playing, considering the fact that he scored the winning goal. But maybe it's a precaution, maybe it's just let's see how this works out. We're experimenting with things. I'm going to go today for a 2-0 for Gillingham. I do think we'll see Hawkins at something. I think I've just been given what they think of that. But I'll go for 2-0, I'll be positive. I've got 2 results right this season. Los geht's Gills. Let's have a good Saturday afternoon.
And of course, we have the German Gills fan zone. Let's hear what fans have been saying about our last home match of the season.
Hi, German Jill. I reckon the score is going to be 2-0 to Gills. Hopefully Max Dane's going to score, fingers crossed, and Timothy Diaz is going to score a header. Come on, Gills, let's get Gills.
Hi everyone, it's Matt from the ME7 podcast here at the beautiful Priestfield on this final home game of the season that I'm really looking forward to today, and I think the Gills are going to win 3-0. Come on, up the Gills.
Morning, Reece. Hope you're well. Today, the result is going to be 3-1 Gills, and going to be Sean Williams, Tom Nichols, double. Up the Gills. North State Gills. Subscribe to German Gills. Up the Gills.
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Wesgate Gills. So we're about to get underway here at Priestfield for the final game of the season. I just want to say one thing. Thank you to everyone who's watched German Gills, the German Gills show all season. It's really much appreciated, your continued support of this channel, and we're going to be going strong next season as well. So we're looking forward to that when we try and hopefully battle our way out of League 2. We've got nothing running on this game this afternoon apart from Pride. So we've got a full stadium, which is great. And it's been a while since we've been at Priestfield without a game, without a match to really mean anything. So hopefully, it will be just a good free-flowing match. And a couple of things while I'm here as well. George and Kai going for a 3-0 win for the Gills today. Toby's going for a 2-0 with Coleman getting his first goal for the club and Lapsey to slot one home. We've also got Craig from Canada who's going for a 3-1 win. And he does wish he was there, as I do actually, for this game. And finally, I just want to say the first two members of the 1893 club, which is of this YouTube channel, is Kate and Christopher. Thank you very much for your support there as well. Right, let's see how this final game goes. Oh, one more thing. No match, no German Gills for the Salford game, if you missed that at the start of the video. Sorry about that. But anyway, let's see how this game unfolds. So Lewis with the ball on the right-hand side for Newport's going to whip this one in. It's not a decent... Sorry, it's a decent ball into the box. It goes across the face, a goal, and eventually goes over the bar. And it is the first real moment of this game so far, and it falls in the hands of Newport. I apologise. I meant to say it was a decent balling by Lewis. It was a decent balling by Lewis, and it caught Gillingham out a little bit. And Jill was holding the line on the 18-yard line. It goes across the box, and it's it eludes everyone. And I think I can't quite see that it is on the back post, 28. So that's going to be Dimitri, the captain, who got the ball across and nearly put Newport 1-0 up as it goes to the back post for Newport, and it goes in the back of the net. And Newport have taken the lead here at Priestfield. That wasn't on the script. It's a good header that is by Norman, who gets it right at the top right-hand corner. And not many teams have scored goals as Priestfield this side of the season, but Newport will be one of those teams, and it's a lap of defensive error, a lap of concentration, I think, by the Gillingham defence. It looks like, it was a decent ball into the box, but it's the first delivery, proper real attack of the game. And is it McKenzie, I think, that was challenging his man there? I didn't quite see him. Oh, no, it was actually Marston, I think. Anyway, really poor defensive work by Gillingham, not what we wanted. And Newport have gone 1-0 up through Norman. Not what was on the script for a full house at Priestfield. Gillingham 0, Newport County 1. So McDonald with the corner on the right-hand side. It's going to be an outswinger, not the best of corner, but it is taken down. And Gills have got a penalty. It was Nichols that got tackled. It's one of those weird ones because it looks like to me, from a Newport perspective, how is that a penalty? From a Gillingham perspective, that is a hometown shout. And I think it's just gone into the favour of Gillingham, really, because I don't think most referees really give this one, particularly this early on, dare I say. It's number 19. It is a lazy kick by McNeil, in fairness. And Nichols did get there just before him, and it was a very sort of soft challenge in the end. And nonetheless, the referees determined that Nichols did go down and warranted, therefore, a penalty. So let's see if Gills could put it in the back of the net to level this game. I wonder if Nichols can put it in the back of the net to get on the score sheet. Let's see if he can. And he does! And it was Townsend who got a big hand on it, but it was the power that Nichols put behind it who's put it in the back of the net. And Gills have equalised just on the stroke of 17 minutes in this game. Well, we've got a game on our hands already at 1-1. It doesn't really mean anything. Gills are playing for Pride. Newport are playing for Pride. But it's 1-1. Both teams have scored a goal either end. It's a decent penalty. I'm a big fan of hitting it as hard as you can down the middle. And I tell you what, actually, if he takes that 10 more times, I wonder if the keeper saves it more often than not. Luckily for Nichols and Gills, it went in the back of the net. But if Townsend Ham was a little bit stronger, I reckon that would have been easily saved. But as it stands, it is Gillingham 1, Newport County 1. So Normal's got the ball. He's put this one forward for Newport and is headed away by Masterson. Hopefully we picked up by Lapsey, but it's good work that is by Newport as they come forward with the advantage. And that's Lewis coming forward. He's going to shoot from distance. And it's a save by Morris. Not the best save he's managed to just about... Well, it's a palm away, I suppose. It was on target, but Aimer managed to come across because out of all the saves that Glorious makes, he usually pushes it wide with a really solid wrist. This time it didn't happen. He managed to, I don't know if it was a moving the ball in the air from the shot from Lewis, but he flapped at it and it went across the face of goal. And luckily, Aimer just got there in time to block the shot from the oncoming McNeil, and Newport have the corner. That could have easily gone to the back of that and seen Gills 2-1 down. Luckily, it isn't though, and it's still 1-1. So long throw for Newport on the left-hand side, trying to load it in. This could be dangerous for Gills. A shot on goal, but it's gathered by Glenn Morris. I just want to say, actually, it was such a good throw-in for Newport. This player has drills it in really, really low, and it's really hard to deal with if you don't watch this replay. It's such a decent throw-in. Is it Baker that's taken that? I'm sure a Newport fan would tell me. I didn't quite see. But it's a decent shot in the end. I think that is by Waite, who took the shot, but... I have to say, that Newport throw, nice and flat, really hard to defend. Still 1-1. So McDonald's got the ball on the left-hand side for Gills' third corner of the game. It's going to be an in-swing as it whips to the back post. Gills gets another header, a goal, and it's a decent save by the goalkeeper, Townsend. But the foul has been given on Nichols, who... went as a fantastic diving header, but ultimately there's been an infringement in the box somewhere. I'm sure there'll be a replay for us to have a look at, but it's a fantastic ball into the box by McDonald. Well read by Nichols. I want to see what happened there because it's a good bit of play to get a little bit of space. I think the foul has actually happened now to Max Aimer, who's essentially managed to pull and hold down two Newport players. But yeah, decent work by Nichols to get the shot. Decent save by Townsend. Still 1-1. It's a good ball forward there by Newport as Waite picks it up on the right-hand side. That's going to go to McNeil, who's going to look the ball to get in the box. He has done. He's done it low instead. This could be a chance for Newport to go ahead as Mariah Welsh takes a shot, and it just, well, I say it goes wide. It was blocked in the end, and Gills very dangerously could have gone 2-1 down just before half-time. It was good work by Newport. A little bit of fortune to get... Oh, no, actually, it's a really good pass in the end by Evans to set up Mariah Welsh, who on another day puts it in the back of the net. You don't think Glenn Morris would keep that near post saved, but great work for Newport going into half-time, potentially going ahead just before the half-time whistle. As it currently says 1-1. It's been a lot of injuries suddenly the last sort of 5 or so minutes, and here's another one, but it looks like we're going to go in at 1-1 at half-time. So we've got Bogan and Waite hovering over this free kick, I think. This will be the last play of the game, and Gills need to hold it tight. I did say it probably going to 1-0, but with this attack, it could be 2-1 if Newport get this right. It's headed away in the end by, I didn't quite see who it was, but it looks like it was Marston. Anyway, that is the end of the phase of that play, and it is the end of this first half. And it's 1-0. Let's go over to Adam Wesgate. So at half-time, it is Gillingham 1, Newport County 1, and on the line for the final German Gills show of the season, we have Adam Wesgate.
Eine sehr guten Nachmittag heute, Reese.
Vielen Dank. So, Adam, what do you make of the game so far?
Well, I think, like we were saying, it has a very end-of-season feel, but both teams have sort of let the shackles loose, and yeah, it's entertaining. Nobody's doing stupid challenges, and that's what you want in front of a big crowd, just to sign off with something positive. I'm happy so far.
And so you saw the Newport goal go in. What did you make of that? It was early on in the game.
Well, I thought it was a very soft goal. Maybe we got caught a bit unawares, but we pushed on. We didn't panic. We kept going. The penalty, in my opinion, was deserved. It was a blatant. It was a push or something of that ilk. And I'll just say as well that obviously they've started with Nichols up front again. And we've been doing that since Hawkins has been injured. He's not obviously as good as Hawkins when it comes to holding the ball up, because it is Hawkins' thing. But for someone of his size, and considering it's not his primary role, I think Nichols does a very, very, very good job.
I absolutely agree with that as well. He really does. I think he's a clever player. He's quite quick. He's quite nippy and quite tricky for defenders. Do you feel there'll be any more goals in the second half? Do you think we're going to see the goal fest everyone was hoping for?
Well, I mean, they've been rude to me. They've killed my 2-0, so I've only got 2 results correct today. But I definitely think there'll be some more goals in this. There's got to be. Everybody's going to attack, and neither are that bad going forward. So let's say there'll be at least 1 more goal each, I think.
Well, I hope you're right, and I hope we get a couple of goals more at the Rainham end. And also, we'll end it there, but we will be hearing from you next season, of course, Adam, won't we?
I have signed for next season. Terms have been agreed. It was a long, drawn-out process with me and you, but we got there in the end.
We certainly did, and we're all looking forward to it. Mate, it's been a pleasure, and we'll catch up with your bit at full time, and obviously we'll see you next season as well.
We'll see you then.
So we're about to get underway for the second half of our final match of the season. Let's see if Gills can get those 3 points. Oh, Coleman's done really poorly there, and they've released Bogle on the right-hand side. This could be an opportunity for Newport, and it's just cleared wide at the end by Masterson. I have to say, for the last since the start of the second half, there really hasn't been much to really note on this game. It's not been that great, to be honest. It's been a battle that's been held mostly in midfield, and this was the only real opportunity that's come from the last 15 or so minutes, and... yeah, it's just one of these games. It has this half, sorry, nothing's really materialised apart from what you've just seen in front of you here. As Newport have a corner on this left-hand side, and Gills did defend that relatively well in the end, but it was a poor bit of work by Coleman, who was depossessed at the centre of the park. But yeah, it's 1-1, but not really much has happened in this half so far. We'll watch this corner that was going to be taken by Newport on this left-hand side. It's the first one of the half, or second one actually, because Gills did have one, which came to nothing. Head of the way by Newport, and is picked up by McDonald out for a throw-in. And that's really been much... that's what's happened this half so far. Not a lot. I'm losing things to say. We'll end it there. Throw on the right-hand side for Gillingham. Can they recreate this to get this ball into the box and create an opportunity to go ahead? It goes in by Alexander to the back post. It's out of the way, but it's going to be chased down. That is by Nichols, who's done really well at a tackle. And he's given it to Jeffries, who takes the shot, but it's easily gathered by Townsend. And that's the best chance Gillingham have had in this half. Yeah, it's a good bit of play, but it comes to naught in the end as Newport got on the attack here. But unless it's a fantastic pass here, it isn't. It's going to be taken by McKenzie. We'll keep the highlight going currently. My goodness me, it's a long one as Gills try and get another attack going, but it's tackled by Charles Lee and cleared away by Newport. We'll end it there. The last 3 minutes, it's coming to life a little bit. Still 1-1. Newport coming forward. They've done really well there. Bogle to get the ball. He's been taken down, but it's been picked up by Ben Waite. It's going over the left-hand side to McNeil, and they might have a shot on target. It's blocked by Alexander in the end. It's going to go out for a throw-in. It's, again, decent work by Newport to create the opportunity, and on another day, that shot comes in and gives Glenn Morris having something to do, but luckily it was a good block by Alexander that goes out for a throw-in. Again, it's coming to life again, this game, but it has that exhibition feel, I have to say. But it is the last game at home for the season, so it's something to expect. Anyway, 1-1 as Newport make a substitution. Looks like I didn't see that was coming off. McNeil was coming off. I don't know who was coming on. Anyway, 1-1 and 20 minutes left of this game to play. It's going to be Lewis on the right-hand side taking this for Newport. He's going to whip this into the box, and it's a decent ball, and it's headed towards the goal. This could be a chance for Newport, and it's in the back of the net by Bogle. And Gillingham are losing with about 10 to 15 minutes to play against a Newport side that have really been the more likely team to score in this half, and Gillingham have got them all themselves to blame for that one, because Gillingham really haven't got a foothold in this half, and it's really against the script. Gillingham thought they were going to walk this game. Me included, I thought we were going to come out victorious. However, we've just run out of steam. It's a decent ball in by Lewis, and they just didn't quite defend it well, Gills, and it's a decent ball across by Norman, finished by Bogle, who absolutely rifled it into the back of the net. And they're 2-1 down. And Gills have got an uphill battle to get back into this game, because we really haven't been on form at all for pretty much the whole game. Let's be honest here, but especially the second half. And if Newport come out of this 2-1 victors, then actually they deserve it. But Gills have got a bit of work to do to try and keep their home record really, really shiny, because it is pretty good this second half of the season. But hopefully we can do. But as it currently stands, it's Gillingham 1, Newport County 2. And that is full-time. Newport walk away with a rare 3 points from Priestville, as it were, particularly this side of the season anyway. But let's go over to Adam Wesgate for the final German Jewish Adam Wesgate moment of this season. Let's see what his thoughts are.
Waiting for the players to come out, but obviously not an amazing result today, but it was a fun atmosphere. We had quite a few people. At least it was attacking. I do genuinely think Newport deserved the win, so there's not much more you can say than that. Yeah, I mean, we're moving on to next season. I think 3-4 players we need to have a real good go at promotion, which is what we want. And with teams like Wrexham coming up, and possibly Notts County, I do hope after their season Notts County get promoted. They deserve it. But yeah, hopefully we can just improve in those key areas, keep up to date, because I do think the league will be stronger. And we've got a lot of hope. And for the first time since I've been coming, or maybe just before, we look like we're really, really, really on the up, possibly consistently. So happy summer to everyone. Enjoy it. We'll come back for a strong season next year. I don't know what to say. It's been so long since we felt like this. So Wesgate, Gills, Reese, have a nice summer as well.
I just want to give a big thank you to everyone that's been watching the German Jewish show over the years, and even if you're a new viewer as well, thank you very much for supporting the channel. We're going into the 4th season now, and it looks like Gillingham are on the up, and I can't wait to even get going for next season as well. I want to give a big thank you also to all the people that are creating content for the channel. So that's Adam Wesgate, thank you very much for supporting the channel with your match reporting. Luke teaching as well, thank you also for coming over to the ME7 podcast to support the channel as well. And with your Luke's 11, he will be going strong next season as well. And also Kieran, a late addition to the Northern Gillingham correspondent, he will be here next season as well. Thank you very much to everyone involved with the German Jewish show, and we will see you next season.